Hey guys, we are playing another TGC Tours Dream Team contest course today. We are playing Muraisc Cuan Mo. Muraisc Cuan Mo? I don't know, Alan. By Alan Eastwood, who is on the blue team. Alan has been known to put out some nice courses, so I'm excited to look at this, and I've actually seen some pictures as it was being made. And yeah, it looked really cool, so I'm looking forward to this a lot. It's looking I don't normally know about courses going into them. I don't really know anything. I usually try to go in blind, but this one I got a bit of a heads up that it's a bit of a links course. It's got some definite small town UK feel to it back here, which is neat. That's quite a bunker you put in for the practice green. That's cool. Muraisc Cuan Mo. Good God. Muraisc Cuan Mo. Okay, there we go. Muraisc Cuan Mo. So it's Irish, and it's in Ireland, which is not the UK. Although those of us on this side of the pond kind of go, well, same thing. But I know it's not. Muraisc Cuan Mo. Okay. Alan is Irish, so not surprising that he would have an Irish name for his course. Nice little village we got here. Any Easter eggs we need to worry about? Oh, is this a footy pitch? No, rugby. Or, well, no, both. Oh no, that's right. It's a Gaelic football and hurling pitch. That's right. That makes more sense. Gaelic football and hurling. And hurling is not the sport you're playing after you've had too many beers. It's absolutely bonkers. Look it up if you haven't seen it. It's absolute insanity that sport. Back at the row, that row of houses. This is where the fun of having a bit of a delay jumps in because oh, wait. No, because I don't know what row he's talking about. Oh, near the clubhouse. Okay. We'll go back over here. So clubhouse is like there, I think. Row of houses. Oh, this one? Oh, hang on. What's going on over here? Ah! Oh, that car's seen better days. There's been a bit of a smash up here. Oh, the red team car crash. Well played. All right, let's go play golf. That's cool. And clubhouse is out of bounds. People have learned that if I'm going to play their course, they make their clubhouses out of bounds because otherwise I'll hit the damn thing. Okay. Very cool environment so far. It's like a tropical looking Ireland. And oh, this isn't a good start. Yeah, the blue car seems like it's okay. The red one, on the other hand, was struggling. Ooh. Starting out with the double green. Charlie's not here, so I can call it a double green without getting yelled at. But it looks like Ireland, but like, you know, sunny. Hey there, Dylan. What's up, buddy? Oh, a bit quick again. I do like that fairway being there. I was watching Ben's playthrough of Climate Ridge, I think it was, and he was talking about how he just can't stand it when you get dropped off into rough, and I'm on the same boat as him. Fairway on the green is I prefer it because it gives you the option to play different shots. That rough is just hack it out. That's halfway there. Luckily got the hill to help me. We're in the Ivory Coast? Okay. With an Irish name. Gotcha. Yeah, it's like what Ireland would look like if it was tropical. Keep up. This is just an outrageous environment. You left the beach in bounds. Beautiful. The way you're lighting and this planting is just really, really jumping out, which is awesome. Fairways are nice and humpy bumpy, like they should be on a linksy kind of a course. It's windy like it should be. Hanging lie. You're playing on a links, suck it up. Again, the drop off goes to fairway, love it. Bunker in front here to kind of, you hit it in the rough, I imagine that's gonna potentially spoil your day. Can't just willy-nilly run it up there, but if you can get it over that, you can. There's room to run it on. It's just you need to have a decent look at it to be able to do it. It really kicked it to the right, that lie. And I had hair too much club. Where am I going? That's not bad. So we weren't afraid to use some red, were we? Definitely some red going on out here. Greens are at 155. That makes sense. Makes sense on a, like, again, a linksy type of course. The greens wouldn't be fast on a linksy kind of course. Because they can't, because the wind blows the ball off the greens if they make them too quick. And then it looks like what you've done is, by having the greens a bit on the slower side, you've cranked up your greens a bit, like as far as your sloping. I'd really like how this green is sitting in this dune here, kind of. Like the dune up here, and then the green's kind of like this, and there is still that slope over there. This bunker looks really nice. Like, just, yeah. I'm digging this so far. Now, for those watching on YouTube, I am biased. I like links courses. That's a preference of mine. So one of the things I'm going to have to do is try to temper that a bit. Because I love a good links course. I also really get disappointed by a poor one, so. Oh, little uphill par 3. With the false front there. It actually looks quite cool from here. 48 feet up. I don't want to walk up there, by the way. I'm gonna hurt myself. So much for being uphill, I guess. Jeepers. Where's that going? This is a cool look from up here. Does that have false front a little? It's a short par 3. Yeah, it's a short par 3. Twisted your ankle. It's not flat, is it? Okay. Ridge is a touch on the binary side, but I think I know what you're going for. Oh, I'm a foot down. Well, that makes sense. Good putt. Oh, I didn't get to that ridge. Okay, so if it's an uphill par 3, it makes sense that the green would be sloping front to back. A casual 3 putt. I completely misjudged his zone. That's what happened there. Okay. So this is that difficult length hole to create where it's not drivable, but it's short. And these can be difficult to create interest in. And he's trying to tease us into trying to hit driver up here. I don't know if that's the play, even if you hit it well. I don't know that you really I mean, maybe you can get yourself up there where you can splash it. The other thing would be you just throw a 3-iron back here with this wind, and then you just can hit a full shot in with the angle The way the green is slanted there. Now, we're going to do the stupid play because that's how we play golf here. And we're going to fast it in the bunker. Now, this is where it's unfortunate that the game isn't maybe a hair more realistic. Because this shot should be an absolute nightmare. 56 yards out of the bunker. I should be terrified of this. And in this game, I just pitch it out, no problem. So, and this isn't against Alan at all. This isn't against the design. I think the design is really good. It's the game doesn't punish that shot badly enough. But Seb makes a great point. If you make it more realistic, people won't want to play the game because they don't want to shoot 90 because they can do that outside. So it's tough though to make the course realistic when you can do that. Because it really should be that should never be a driver. That should be lay it back to where you've got fairway, throw a full shot into it, and then off you go. But I just hit the dumb shot and still made birdie because I was able to play out of the bunker. So make it harder, but let me hold out. Yeah. Yeah, make it harder for everybody. What that is, Seb, is make it harder for everybody else. The thing is, because we don't have strike as something in the game, right? So that's what screws it up. Because that kind of shot out of a bunker, the strike has to be so precise, and we don't have a way to simulate that. Anyways, this hole's not short. We're getting close to that white part. Okay, so we're getting cambered over to the right. And probably would have rather been left, but it's not the end of the world being over here. Could have sworn that we're going to move left. Dana, how's it going, buddy? Bellevue? Yeah, and when the game first came out, that was the first thing I thought was this splash shot's cheating, basically. Now, I use it everywhere, but it shouldn't it shouldn't be as easy to do. And flop shot's even worse. Oh, nice putt. Big green. That makes sense. Everything in the land flows, which is nice. Yeah, but I mean, you'll be in the fringe and you'll hit a splash. You would never do that in real life. Never. Out of the rough, you could see it out of the rough, but you'd never do it out of the off the fairway. Oh man. So we have a short uphill par 3, and then later on we got a long downhill par 3. Oh, there's our ground game over there. Okay. I'm gonna try this. Yeah, it is. Oh, look at this. Oh, ladies, I am still single. That's not going to be for long after shots like that. That's just ground game personified right there. And here's the thing. You miss left, dead to this pin. Completely dead. But you've got this out onto the right that you can use to roll it in there. So you don't have to go right at the pin. It's requiring you to think a little bit before you hit the shot, and I love that. And again, there's room to play a shot, right? Like over here, the frontish pin, you've got all this fairway here. Here, the pin, you're not going to put a pin there because you can't get there, right? Beautiful. Chewbacca Rank, how's it going? There's times where I wish there was a punch shot still, yeah. Yeah, flop shots were basically what splash is now last game. But I mean, I avoid the pitch at all costs because I just can't do it consistently. When that's exactly the shot I would hit in real life. You just take a little. Thing is, if you miss the strength by at all, you like it goes halfway there. Okay, I'm trying to think what I want to do here. You could just throw a 3-wood to that point. Yeah, that's the shot. It's not driver. This course is sub 7,000 yards, isn't it? Or just barely 7,000? It's not massively long, I don't think. Yeah, so 3-wood leaves us some kind of wedge. 69.6, okay. Yeah, these lies, you gotta think about what kind of lie you've got. So you're dealing with wind and the lie, it can be a little bit difficult. Oh. Thank you, HB Spin Physics. Yeah, I think you've really nailed the style of golf you were going for here. That last par 3 was great, how it was done. The green, like, this area here, not a big fan of it. It's just a little, I mean, you're trying to funnel it towards the bunker, I get it. It just looks a little odd to me. And overall, there's a lot of red. I prefer more yellow and orange, but the way it's playing, it's fine. All right. If I could putt, I'd be awesome. Oh, these greens would be diabolical at 187. Unplayable? Yeah, I wondered. And this kind of course should not be at 187 and ever, because you would never see, again, you wouldn't see that real life. You'd never have that fast of a green on a links course. Just can't. Yeah, this environment's cool too. It's planting. I'm digging this. Oh, that needs to sit. Hey there, Matt. There's a small amount of unpredictability on this course that makes it play like a links, but it's not like, it's subtle. It's not overly. It's not overdone. Which is a good thing. That's a cool par 3. Par 3's been good so far. That's low. Are you in the main field or are you an alternate? Alan, I can't remember. Because if this is a course from an alternate, look out. Oh, wow. I thought so, which is crazy when you're looking at this course. Let's see. What do I want to do here? I want to miss that bunker. I know that, but... If I can sneak it down the left, it's going to run it. Yeah, let's do that. Am I going to get cambered into the rough over here? Yep. I still would have had 280. Oh, boy. It's a different double. I'm guessing 9 and 18 are a double green. Okay, I need to play over here. Looks like that's a fairly difficult fairway to hit to try to get home in 2, and even if you could, it's gonna be a really difficult shot to get anywhere near it. That's just the lynxiest green I've ever seen. Is that light rough around the green there, around the bunker, or? Yeah, I think it's light rough, isn't it? Yeah, I kind of thought 3-shot par 5, but if you're you want to push your luck, you can get yourself into some trouble trying to get there too. With, you know, this area here, which again, a mound that you would expect to find there, right? This green is gigantic. Holy crap. I like the look of the bunkers around here, though. Those look like pots. Just awesome. Hey, buddy. Let's see. Boom. So we can't make the like damn near straight 7-foot putt, but we can make the one that breaks 15 feet. Makes sense. So, a small nitpick, being a purist, it's a links course where the 9th and the 18th both come back to the clubhouse. Very, very, very small nitpick. I would prefer that it would go out and come back, but I'm over it. And it doesn't have to do that. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely some quirkiness to the fairways too. Which again, a links you would expect. It's amazing how many things you can get away with when you just say, "Oh, it's links," right? I don't know if there's a mod in here, so I better take care of that. Let's see. Yeah, how about we ban you? Just a thought. Yeah. That's why I said I'm not overly concerned about a trackland. Yeah, that's true too. I mean, if you study the history of golf, the reason we have 18-hole courses is St. Andrews was 18 holes. But way back in the day, some would be 13, some would be 16, some would be 11. And then St. Andrews was 18, so that's what they standardized it at. Totally. Oh, wasn't it like 22 or something? Anyways, it's completely arbitrary, the reason we have 18 holes. Yeah, okay. But eventually they made it 18 and standardized it. And said that's a round of golf. Jeez, look at this for par 3. 2 uphill par 3s, you almost never see that in this game. And this is a good thing to see it, because one of the things that people... Oh, boy. One of the things that people will do to cheat kind of the views in this game is they'll have way more downhill shots than uphill. And this looks to me like it's just following the land, and so it goes up, it comes down, it goes up, it comes down. And so yeah, you very rarely are going to see a designer create a two uphill par 3s on their course. And that's the other thing you'll see a lot is like so many courses, it's basically every hole is downhill, every par 3 is downhill. I like that you're being authentic by having some uphill ones. That didn't come out at all. That's a tough pin right there. You could argue that fall off is a bit on the harsh side. How long was this? 70. Okay, it's not that long. Yeah, Bellevue, that's a good idea. Like the realistic elevation change would be good. 3rd, 8th, and 11th. Oh, I forgot it was the 8th. The 6th was downhill, right? Okay, that is 3 then. Par 5. All right. Don't go through the fairway. Oh. Heavy rough, of course. Yeah, it's a good point you make there, Mr. Yipley. There is definitely premium put on that. And I think a lot of the reason for that is oh, we're in the bunker. A lot of the reason for that is probably because crummy sightlines in real life are often there because just that's how the land is, and you can't really do anything about it. And you don't have that issue in a game. Right? You can make the land do whatever you want. So it's kind of hard to... Yeah. But you can still do uphill holes that have good sight lines. I mean, Allen's proved it here. The thing I find, though, is if a course doesn't have good sight lines from behind the player, it doesn't mean in and of itself that the course sucks. But what I often find is that then you find a whole bunch of other issues on the course too. And so it can be a good indicator that the course probably isn't the best course. Because it just... There's always other issues follow when I see that. So yeah. Yeah, home court. Like, and that's the thing is there's a lot of really crappy golf courses out there, right? That we play. There's no point creating them in here. So, again, it just looks like this is carved the way it should be. Another really nice view from back here. I mean, I just want to watch the ball from here. Just fly towards the pin. I almost don't want to zoom up there. Oh, it flew too far. I knew it was downhill, but I thought the wind would hold up more. All right. Yeah, it's kind of got a bit of a Birkdale feel to it in some areas. Kind of cool. Yeah, don't break. Just, yeah, no, right there's fine. Tell you what, if the blue team needs to bring somebody off the bench, they would do a lot worse than to pull this course in. And I wouldn't be surprised if they don't end up using it if they wish they had. Hang on. I'm starting to figure out I need to start hitting some shapes here. Yeah, and I think that's part of why, and it's an easy thing to see, right? And I think that's part of why it gets so much attention in playthroughs is that if you can frame the shot from behind the player, chances are you can do the rest of the course pretty well. And if you can't, chances are you can't. Those two skills do seem to go hand in hand. There's exceptions to every rule, of course, but we're gonna end up using the slope over here. I mean, this is not an easy course either, not by any stretch. Don't go at the pin. No, it didn't look like that was the play. Ah. I mean, who was last year's big breakout from Dream Team? Oh, I feel like Rhino just picked him and said, I have no idea who you are, let's go. Something like that. Was that Nitro? Okay. So it does feel like, in my limited experience at least, it does feel like Dream Team will usually bring one or two guys that it'll produce one or two guys where people go, oh wow, he can do that. And I think that, I mean, we already knew Alan's a good designer. But this is just taking it to a level that I don't think he's ever been to before, which is awesome. Now, that's the third par 5 I've missed the fairway on. Love to see it. Oh, maybe I should have paid attention to that bunker being there. Yeah, we'll be playing his on Wednesday. Hey Patrick, what's going on, buddy? I mean, my one, well, I'm sure I could come up with a bunch of critiques, but the one that really sticks out to me is there are a lot of drop-offs. And maybe there's a couple too many. Again, I think it plays well. I think what this course does, though, is it makes you think about the approach shots you're hitting. And so, like, last hole is like, don't go for the pin. Because, yeah, you're dead if you miss it. So this is a course where I think you got to think your way around. Like, here, you miss this right, you're gone. So, don't miss it right. And you got a little bit of help over here. Over the back's no good either. Is this wind going to hold it up enough? We'll find out. He says, don't miss right. And then what does he do? Okay. So I guess I landed it too far on. Ridge took me off. So you need to land it more back here. I don't know. That felt a little harsh to end up where it is. Okay. So there's a little bit of local knowledge out here too, it looks like. Okay. Yeah, that thing just kept rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling. Yeah, me too, Bellevue. I'm with Ben on that one. I don't like getting sent into the rough. I'd much rather there be fairway around the green. It just opens the doors up for so many different shots. Driver goes through, doesn't it? We'll hit 3 with 295 then. On the Willows. Charlie's not here yet. Okay. Love the way this bunker's constructed. That looks really neat. Again, planting's awesome. Bit of a blind shot, which is totally fine. You would find that. And I'm guessing if you hit driver and get over all that stuff, then it's not blind. Now, I'm gonna have to be a little consistent. You guys never saw this video, but when I did Trail Duckers in Infinity Mountain, was it called? Yeah, when I did his playthrough of that for the Syndicate competition, I roasted him for how many times I got sent off the green. Again, I think that might be just a touch on the harsh side. Just, I mean, it's, yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like I was that far past the pin to be gone. Yeah, I do. I had a wedge, so it's going to be... I think this is a course that if... Well, sorry, I would imagine when it's on tour... That's short too, is it? You're going to have to play it a few times to get the handle of how to play it. Because there's going to be in situations like that where you find out, oh, actually, you know what? I can't play that shot. I have to lay it back. Or I have to land it 20 yards short and let it roll. So, yeah. So it's like a links. Yeah, it's a fair point. My counter to that would be links don't usually have a huge amount of drop-offs like that. They'll have some, but then if your argument back is it's the only way to make it play that way, then I'd say, okay, that's fine. And so here's that other green. Oh boy. We're here then, I guess. Car crash? That's not good. No, 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 no. Ah. The one thing is, I think I tried, I missed it. I think that the more you play this course and the more you understand the sloping of it, the more fun it'll be. So like that downhill par 3 where I fed it in off the slope, that was awesome. Oh. Guys, Dylan's here. Don't be making car crash jokes. Yeah, anyway, so that, I mean, that was all. So I need to play this again, and I need to pay more attention to the slopes on the greens and then use them. And then I think this will be just an absolute riot to play. I think the environment's fantastic. I think the design philosophy is, oh, I'm half kidding. I'm sure he's, I mean, he's here, so he survived, but at the same time, that was a gnarly crash. Friggin' hell, that car looked beat up. Yeah. This is a course you got to think your way around it. So what I'm going to say feedback-wise, I think it's great. I enjoy it. I think the environment's awesome. I think it's a really cool take on a links. Like a bright, sunny links, as opposed to that dreary kind of, you know. I think that's really cool. The planting's great. The sculpting is really good. I think it's got a very authentic feel to it. It's, you know, it looks like a course where the land was there, and the course got routed around the land. And I think you really see that with the number of uphill par 3s you have. A lot of designers are afraid to do that. They're afraid to have those uphill par 3s. It's so many downhill par 3s. This course feels like it winds its way around the land in a way that makes sense to the land being there, which is great. I love that. There's the odd drop off. One could argue a couple too many. Get over it. Or I'll get over it, sorry. But I think the big thing that this course is about is really understanding how the ball is going to run on the land. Both on tee shots, there's a number of times I got kicked into the rough on a tee shot, and then on the greens as well. And so it's really making you pay attention to where your ball's landing and where it's going to go after it lands. And I think that's really cool. I think it's something that people like us, the kind of nerdier guys, are going to really appreciate. I think it's something that is probably going to bother casuals. Because I think they're going to get pissed off at being kicked off all over the place. Because they're not going to get it. But I think the more that I've played it, the more I've appreciated it. Towards the end of it, I'm like, yeah, I really like that. And I want to play it again because I want to go out there and master those slopes. And I think when you get that kind of reaction, that tells you what kind of course you've created. It's a really good one if the person wants to play it again. So I think it's fantastic. I think it's fantastic, Alan. It's just crazy that this is an alternate course. It's not in the main field. And your blue, Matt, you might want to change that. Matt, you might want to get this guy back into the order because, yeah, this is amazing. If you've made it this far on YouTube, thank you for the view. Thanks for hanging out. Please feel free to hit the like button to give more people an opportunity to see the kinds of courses these guys are creating and the great work that they're doing. We'll be back with another Dream Team playthrough soon, but for now, we'll see you later.